Hi, everybody. I'm live again. Hi. This is one powerful new moon. Wow. What? I should make what? You want me to make these? Can you? You need to clean this up. It's a huge mess in here. Can't cook in this within these conditions. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hello, guys. Hello. I am on my phone. It's a very powerful new moon. And I want to do a new moon in Sagittarius reading. I'm over here getting some work done, guys. It's insane. It's just a lot of chaos. It really is. But it's good chaos, though. Have you guys been doing? You know what? I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some money readings on y'all. Okay. Let me get my cards here. And give me a second, guys. Hold on. I don't know what the heck my son is in there watching. It sounds pretty insane. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm back, you guys. I needed to cover up my head a little bit. This is really like, oh, whoa. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to throw the cards. I'm going to throw my big cards too. I like these big cards. I feel like my hands are starting to stretch and get bigger for these cards. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors. Hello, chatters. Hello, Rochelle, Deanna, extra Scorpio terrorist. My granddaughter is a Scorpio. She is so sweet too. This is the Druid Craft Tarot. Okay. Very good tarot deck. I love this deck. It's pretty. These are pretty big cards. So I'm going to ask spirit guides, ancestors, what messages do you have for everyone universal for the new moon? And I'm already looking at the full moon and everything. And so I feel like on the full moon, I can see myself surrounded just by everything that I want. And, you know, of course, the kids and like a lot of Christmas gifts, a lot. I love Christmas. I'm pagan, so Christmas is a pagan holiday, okay? So, you know, and just to let you guys know, you guys can put in your Christmas wishes for the new year as well. So, but I've got people that I got rituals and stuff I'm doing tonight. So this is gonna be a long night for me. Like I'm gonna need like a lot of energy too for the night too, because is it the next full moon in Cancer? Can't remember. I haven't looked it up, but I know that it's on the 22nd. So And it's going to be the last full moon of this year. So, like, I feel like I already know I'm going to be busy as hell, but it's still going to be good, though, because it's better for me to be busy. And I'm always real, real busy around this time of the year. So I'm going to have all my rituals done by the full moon, too. All of them. And then I'm going to kind of go into hibernation after the full moon, like during Christmas. So you guys know y'all need to get it in now. Try to get in all of your spell workings and stuff that you want me to do for you. Within the next couple of weeks, and I'm fully stocked with candles and everything. I've got every kind of candle that I need for whatever working. So you guys can contact me, okay? Because I'm fully stocked with everything. All right, spirit guides, what messages do you have for everybody? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button as well. I've been kind of doing rituals all day, and I've just been feeling extra powerful today, just extremely powerful in my mind, my body, and my spirit today. Okay. Yeah, and see, I just did a cleansing on myself. I just did one. And what I did with this one was so that I would not think about the bad shit, like, because I've actually done, like, listen, guys, I've been in situations where I've almost been killed by my ex. So, you know, and it was really crazy because he really did honestly try to kill me. And you know what? There was a couple of times where I've cheated death. So, yeah. There's been a couple of times, I'm telling you. I've had a couple of near-death experiences that I haven't been able to even talk about yet, because it's just everything has been about this beef. And I just imagine a life where I just wake up every day and it's just like I just feel good 99.9% of the time. Because your thoughts are truly how you feel. It is. And when you got people making you feel bad about shit you shouldn't even feel bad about, that shit still feel bad because I'm an empath. So I still feel bad. Like, and so, I don't know. Maybe we need to get together a committee and, you know, I don't know. Because for me, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I just do what I got to do to cope. And some of my favorite things are this Calm and Collected, Kava Kava Chewable. I got a Kava Kava Chewable. I got a Liddell Laboratories spray. Okay. And I meditate, but that's only like short term. You know, I don't even use that much. But I can tell that it's, and so yeah, because I'm one of those people. I used to have anxiety and stuff, and so if you're an anxiety sufferer, I can definitely help y'all. You know what helps with anxiety is gold and money. Money helps with anxiety. Money. If you and sex helps with anxiety. For real. Sex helps with anxiety. Y'all see my new shelf that I just recently got? And it matches my desk, actually. It's the same color as my desk. So, yeah, I'm moving on up, y'all, like George and Wheezy. I am, seriously. I am, because I've been upgrading. I've been upgrading. All right. Y'all should be happy for me, too, because It's a very good angle. And then you guys, you can't really see my Christmas tree because I've got a room divider because I'm sort of making do with what I got. And so I'm feeling really good. I really am. I'm feeling really, really good. You know, I've been getting stuff done and my energy has been really, really good. So still lingering a little alone. Yeah, I understand how you feel. Okay, Spirit guides, what messages do you have for everybody for the new moon right now at the current, past, anything relevant from the past, and then future? Oh, wow. Yeah, we got some serious work to do, and I could feel it. That's why I said, let me go live. Let me just talk to some folks. So there's a lot of you that are dealing with this deep insecurity because you may not know who you are, or you may be having a hard time connecting with Earth's frequency. You got the Eight of Swords and the Prince of Wands in the reverse position in the past. So there's a lot of people that have just like a lot of, I feel, insecurities. And I feel like there's a lot of people that can't let go of their insecurities. And it's been leading to you having issues with surviving to the point where you don't even really know if you can survive. And that's very scary. It's very, very scary. Especially when you don't stand in your power. You know? Clarify the Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, the Lord is in the reverse position. So feel like there's a lot of people, what is probably at the root of your financial issues is your mind, and there may be being blockages. But then again, there's also fears. There's also fears. I can see a lot of people having a lot of fears. And so the Lord is the Emperor. I don't know why these cards are coming up inverted. I'm going to try to flip them upright. Spirit, give me some clarity on the Lord. There's definitely a specific message about prosperity, your relationship with money. Many of you have an unhealthy mindset when it comes to money. You know, you do. You have an unhealthy mindset. Yeah. Clarify Prince of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Swords comes up. So what I will tell you is that I can sense that there are a lot of people that you either want to either Move or move on or move forward from something. Just universally. Universally, I've been sensing that. Clarify the Six of Swords, spirits. Clarify the Six of Swords. Okay. So a lot of people are wanting prosperity, and I feel like a lot of people are I can sense a possible financial disappointment because there was a projected outlook, but then this Prince of Pentacles comes up in the reverse position. Clarify the Prince of Pentacles reversed. Universal reading for the new moon. The Prince of Pentacles is reversed in the current position. And then in the future, the Moon card and then the Five of Pentacles comes up. Clarify the Prince of Pentacles. Okay. And then the Devil reverse or Sernonos reverse. Yeah, you know what I can sense is that there are a lot of people that are really, really having a hard time connecting with their security. Yeah. Yeah, I can sense that. And then also, I feel like there's a lot of people that have like dysfunction going on within your family and stuff like that. Dysfunction. Especially when it comes to your mother. A lot of people with mommy issues. I feel like for some reason, and I always tell people this during their readings, like a lot of my people, probably about 95% of the readings that I do for people, I can see that you don't feed your spirits enough. And I have to tell people during their readings, you need to feed your spirits better. You're not feeding them. They're hungry. You're not making them offerings. You're not listening to your spirit. You're not really listening to your spirit guides and what they're telling you. And so I feel like universally, a lot of people need to look at that. And because, you know, Five of Pentacles is kind of like when everybody's living their life and loving and living life, and you're just kind of like, what am I, and it does have something to do with your Venus. I need to do the rest of my Venus readings. I got tripped up on Sagittarius. I got to read the Sagittarius Venus readings because something's going on with that. But you see how in the illustration of this picture, you see how this person, they feel left out in the cold. They're like, why don't I feel good? You know, why don't I feel secure enough? What is going on with me? You see how the people in the distance, they're running and playing, and they're like, and this person is kind of hiding behind a tree, scared. Okay, but these people seem to have life in them. They seem to be, you know, dancing and running and playing, you know? You see that? I can see it. I see a rabbit and a fox, and I don't know what it is about rabbits, but rabbits are very powerful. Okay? You see that? So let me clarify the moon card in the future. I'm just going to tell y'all something. When people tell you a lie, know that it's a lie and trust more in your spirits and spirit guides. That's just like when people come to me and they pay for a reading and they say, Jamila, I want to know about this. Okay? About 99 to 100% of the people that get a reading from me, they're going to tell you that it was accurate. Okay? Just to let y'all know that. But the ironic thing about it is that most of them will tell me, Jamila, I was thinking the same exact thing. So a lot of them are coming to me to, what's the word that I'm looking for? They're coming to me to get reassurance because your spirit guides lead you to me. And I've been in a position in life. I've been in a position in life where I have needed an oracle, and I didn't really have one because I went to this person and nothing but bad luck followed me. So I've been to bad practitioners. And so, you know, as a practitioner myself, I realized that it wasn't necessarily a bad practitioner, but more so it was a manifestation of something that was meant to teach me something. And so throughout my life, I've learned very hard lessons. All of my lessons are hard, all of them. But they're very worthy. They're very worth it. You should be able to find the link to my website below. And yeah, go and bookmark it. Go and bookmark it. I feel like the moon card is coming up because, like, you do have to not fear evil. The moon card, in a lot of ways, is where your subconscious fears the worst. It represents your negative subconscious. And so then I also feel as though there are a lot of people that are very vulnerable to that energy, and I have been talking about it, and I'm just going to be honest with you, just universally, I feel like people in general have the ability to be lied to or to fool. So the moon card can represent many, many different things. It can represent false news. It can represent people that don't have your best interests at heart. It can represent believing a lie. It can represent so much, or like just like a negative subconscious. You got to be smart enough to recognize those moon attacks. Am I a tranny? No, no, no. That's so funny. No, I'm not. I'm a 100% woman. I can assure you. Wow, I guess that's a compliment. Okay, spirits, clarify the moon card, please. Okay, yeah. So your fears, your subconscious, it's the subconscious fears that are making you feel left out in the cold while everybody is sort of living. You're not doing that. So it's a blockage. It's a blockage. Seven of Wands comes up. Up, the Two of Pentacles. It's a creative blockage for a lot of you, like a creative blockage. And for example, like if you got somebody that's always hating, and usually somebody that's hating, they're hating on somebody that has more than them, okay? I'm just keeping it real with you. Like when you see somebody that does that. So, okay, I'm going to be as gentle as possible. If you haven't found your north or your direction, you got to find your north. And I always talk to people about this. And when people get a reading from me, they do tap into that. So if you're not like, but a lot of times when people are like that, they are many, many eons away from where they're supposed to be. So they're probably not going to seek out my guidance. They're probably going to seek out, or maybe they'll wait a while, because I know that I have increased. And so a lot of people really value my guidance. And the reason why is because my readings are so accurate. So yeah. Oh Lord, y'all are funny. All right. Spirit guides, give me some clarity on the Five of Pentacles. Let's get this out, y'all. So the Chariot comes up. So, and you know what? I used to tell my mother this. My mother was very, very codependent on me giving her rides places because she couldn't drive. But I noticed that when I was riding with people, I felt like so much anxiety. I feel so much more powerful when I'm behind the wheel of my car. It's just something about that. So I feel like you guys need to be more determined when it comes to your goals, and then also focused. So you would have a better turnout, or you would have like more money. I feel like this has something to do with money. It does. It has something to do with money universally. For some reason, there are a lot of people that give up certain hopes and dreams because they think that it's not enough for everybody. So I always tell people, you don't need to worry about everybody else. Just get what you got to get and use your gifts to get what you want. And as long as you're not harming anybody, you don't have any worries. You shouldn't have any worries. Okay. Whether or not you sell makeup, or if you sell psychic readings, or if you sell spell work, or if you sell lotions, if you sell bath bombs. Okay, I'm gonna get into making bath bombs too, y'all. So no, I was never a bartender. I've never been a bartender, ever. I've never been a bartender. That's funny. Whoever that is that's trolling me is funny. Okay, so I'm just saying, you know, when you have found your north, you found your north, and you don't ever worry about things like that. So I feel like not only that, there is I feel like there is an energy. There is definitely an energy that works against all of us. Not just me, but everybody. But you need to like be more determined. Like when you set your goals, be more like just being determined and being focused. The chariot represents focus. Okay. The chariot represents focus. The chariot represents balance and progression and movement forward. I've got the book right here, guys. No, that's the Wildwood Tarot book. I can sense a lot of people sort of not finding their niche when it comes to finances. Because it took me a while to get to where I'm at. And then you start to realize that money is a manifestation of your mind. It is. I am so hungry, you guys. I'm going to finish this reading and I'm going to go and eat. But I want to look at the chariot in the book because this deck likes any tarot deck that steps outside of the norm of the traditional tarot represents a book that, like, you know, yeah. So for example, the devil comes up in the reverse position, and the devil does represent money. It does. It represents money. The significance of the chariot, the journey to develop the persona, ego, or everyday self is a long one. But once we become conscious of a center of awareness within ourselves, we can start to allow a natural organizing principle to work through us, which manifests as will. Through applying awareness and intention, and by using our will to make choices, we can steadily make progress towards success and achievement. One of the ways we can make progress is by engaging with obstacles and by engaging in conflict. The unwise and immature person attempts to trample others with the force of their will and encounters unnecessary obstacles as a result. But with wisdom and maturity comes the ability to know when to confront or stand firm and when to yield or surrender. Our path through life is a continuous dance between penetrating and yielding, between forging ahead and stopping, to open to the beauty and stillness of life around us. Okay? That's beautiful. Now, the one thing that I want to point out with this is setting an intent. So the chariot, yeah, it does. The chariot does represent setting an intent. The chariot represents that, setting your intent. And so I feel like what the spirits are talking about is setting your intent for 2019. And so I am going to be doing a huge ritual, and you guys can get in on it. It's going to be huge. I want to start now. It's going to be for the full moon, which is on the 22nd. But then we're also going to do like a post ritual on the new moon, not the new moon, New Year's Eve. So you guys know that I always celebrate. I am always in very, very high spirits on New Year's Eve. And all of the major holidays. You can count on me to just be in this, amazingly bright energy on those days. Okay. So that's why I'm always live and I'm always talking about something important. Okay. Hi, help me please. Can you see why my Leo is not moving forward? Is there a third party? Thank you. Thank you. I can already sense who the third party is, but I'm not doing readings from the chat right now. I'm sorry. I'm doing a universal reading right now. Okay. Now listen. What is going to be very important is the full moon that's coming up. So I'm going to sort of stray away from the readings from the Venus readings, and we're going to move towards the full moon readings for the channel. So I'm going to get those uploaded because I feel like there's some guidance that is needed for the full moon. And then also I am going to, it's going to be like, it's not like a potluck, but it's going to be like you can get in on my 2019 100 candle ritual, and you just have to pay a certain amount of money, and it's not that much, honestly. And you can actually do that now, and it depends on what you're trying to do, but I am going to make it to where we can all gather together, and kind of just sort of put your intent and set your intent for the new year of 2019. Okay. And depending on what you pay in is what you're going to get out of it. Seriously, because I set an intent for last year to have certain things, and I did it. Okay, absolutely. And I can prove that I did it. So the proof is in the pudding. Okay, honestly. And next year, I have a certain intent that I'm setting for myself. And it's also goals and stuff. So there's going to be a huge ritual that I'm going to be doing. You guys need to pay into it because it does cost a lot of money. So you guys can contact me for that. And then also, when y'all get y'all readings and stuff, I'll tell you guys about it. Okay. So it just depends on what you need or what you want done at the time that you come to me. And anyway, set your intent for next year. And then set your intent also for the holidays. So set your intent for that. Set your intent for every single day. I know that is the one thing that has helped me out tremendously, is setting my intent for each day. Sometimes a lot of the times I have to do that, especially with a lot of the stuff that has been going on. Seriously, it has just been, but next year is going to be all about that manifestation of that and moving forward. So the Chariot is all about that. And so and then also, what is your focus? What is your intent? Are you constantly in a good headspace, or are you constantly in a bad headspace? Because for me, I am constantly in a good headspace when it comes to stuff like that. And I think that it has a lot to do with, because I'm a Cancer and the Chariot is the Cancer. But I've always been that way, to where I believe in moving forward and progressing. And, that's actually one of the intents that I've already set for myself. So I feel like just in general, everybody in general needs to set your intent and your focus like every single day. But then also, if you are focusing on the new year, okay, set your intent for the new year that's coming up. And also, as far as like with your transportation, because I did notice that a lot of stuff, like I felt like there was a weird blockage. And I don't know what it is, but ever since I got my vehicle, like I feel like that blockage has been removed. So, like a lot of my anxiety that I was having has been taken away from me. And it's so weird because I've noticed that a lot of people have that issue. So, it's nothing like having determination and facing your obstacles and facing your fears, okay? Okay, final card for the universal new moon reading. Yeah, this new moon is really, really powerful. Like I felt it. I don't know what it was, but it had something to do with Sagittarius energy also, which does have to do with focusing, like what is it that you focus on? Do you focus on your family or your love or your life or the things that you enjoy? Because what I've been focusing on is the things that I enjoy, which is decorating and improving my home. And then I did like a home office organization upgrade, and then also several financial goals. Like I focus on my financial goals all the time. I do. I focus on my financial goals all the time. What's up, Empress Amber? Okay, final card for everybody universally. Yeah, so, okay. That's so weird. The world card was at the bottom a few minutes ago, and it came back up. So I feel like if you are looking for completion and if you are looking to manifest, what's the word that I'm looking for? Balance, and just feeling like it's almost like you feel very balanced and you feel very good and things feel the way that they should be and you feel inner peace. So the world card represents inner peace. Let me see what the book has to say about this card. Let me see what the book has to say. Represents completion, fulfillment, success, abundance, achievement, ecstasy, and the union of inner and outer life. The journey of the initiate, the fool's journey, is completed. A cycle ends and a new cycle begins. The figure is now both woman and man. Okay. The androgynous fool has become the fully hermaphroditic world, an image of completeness in which all opposites are reconciled. The figure is radiant, particularly around the head, suggesting the illumination and ecstasy described in ancient Irish texts as fire in the head. Around the four corners of the card are depictions of the elemental suits, the tools of magic, and the craft. Some decks show the world dancing in space or in the sky, but Druidcraft is an earth-based path, and so we see her here dancing lightly upon the earth. She dances in a Vesica pyxis of Celtic knotwork formed with twigs and leaves. The Vesica symbolizes both the vulva of the goddess and the union of two principles which retain their integrity, yet which, when united, give birth to wholeness. So the significance of the world card is the journey is over, which also means that a new journey is ready to begin. The soul is complete, not seeking outside itself for fulfillment, but united at every level of its being with the source and with every part of itself. The card's numerological counterpart, the lady, which is also the Empress, shows a woman pregnant and at one with the abundance of the earth. Here we experience this oneness with the earth in an even more profound sense. The world has given birth to herself, and she is at one with all the universe. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful, guys? So the meaning is the dancer knows she is complete. If you find this card in a reading, it indicates great success and a sense of deep and satisfying fulfillment. A cycle has completed itself, and there is that pleasing sense of completion combined with the joy of achievement and of feeling on top of the world. The position of the figure's legs in the world gives us the clue that here the hanged man at 12 has been turned upright and freed to eventually become the world at 21. So 21 is 12 inverted. The waiting is over, the preparation has been done, and the world now dances joyously and freely. She looks as if she is dancing an Irish jig and embodies the qualities of serenity and contentment. Dancing is a universal expression of joy and is found in many spiritual traditions, and it is central to the practice of the craft. Ceremonies often culminate in ecstatic individual dancing or communal circle or spiral dancing. Celebrating in a circle encourages such dancing, and stone circles were undoubtedly used by the ancients for dancing. One of the many names for Stonehenge, the Giant's Dance, reflects this understanding, and it was common for Christians. I'm sorry. To say that old stone circles represented pagan worshippers who had been turned to stone as they danced. The world conveys the idea that life is indeed a dance between God and goddess, or lover and beloved. By depicting the dancer as a hermaphrodite, the ideal is symbolically conveyed that within each of us is lover and beloved, God and goddess. We are complete in ourselves. Any sense of lack is ultimately an illusion, for the dancer knows that she is complete and that the blessings of the universe flow through her. The idea of completeness of the macrocosm of the universe within the microcosm of the human soul is also hinted at in the Vesica Piscis, which suggests the shape of an egg. A powerful symbol within Druidry. The Druid's egg was a universe contained in one magical object that stood at once for the human aura and all that it contained, and for the fertilized egg that would give birth to new life. The egg is whole and complete, and yet at the same time, it will be transformed in time into new life. This is the endless dance of transformation depicted in this card, a dance that leads to the ecstasy of timeless stillness, the polar opposite of movement in time. Good grief. Yeah, that was good. That was some good reading. Hello. I know, right? This is really, I like to read this book as much as possible. And I do offer Storytime Tarot where I use this deck and I read from this book. So I enjoy doing those kind of readings. I do a lot of high level stuff though. Like I do a lot of high level stuff. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta go, guys. I have to go. I am gonna go because I am now ready to eat
my keyboard?
Food. Where's your keyboard?
Where's my keyboard go?
I don't know, honey. I don't know where it went. I'll help you look for it. I gotta go help Jacob, y'all. Have a good night. Y'all say bye to Jacob, y'all.
Bye.
Say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
I'll see y'all later. Love and light to you guys, and make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, thumbs up to support the channel, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.